Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to our Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for Newcomers playthrough. My name is Ch.20, and let's get started. So today we are on Chapter 20, Defending Telegra. So there's actually only 28 chapters and then the end game. So we're actually getting close to finishing this game up. But now the chapters are the battles are a lot longer. So the videos will probably be at least like an hour long every time, but we'll see. The Kingdom of Dane lies on the northernmost edge of Teleus. Its coastline is bathed in the icy currents of the northern sea, and frigid winds howl inland with terrible ferocity. As a result, Dane winters are raw and brutal. Ice and snow scour the land, leaving frozen scars in their wake. Through these blizzards, General Ike and the Crimean army press ever forward. Begnion's Imperial Senate may have lent to Crimea troops, but even they doubt that the army can successfully fight off Dane. Yet somehow, Ike and company defy all odds and capture victory after victory. Embracing both Princess Alencia's dream of a liberated Crimea and the tragic history of his parents, Ike marches in grim silence. Yeah, so last chapter we found out Ike's grim history, his parents' grim history, the secret of Mist's medallion, how it can make people go mad, and how it made Ike's dad go mad as well. This can only mean one thing: the enemy knows exactly how we are going to move. With your permission, I'll begin an investigation to see if there's anyone suspicious among the troops. Ike? Ike? Are you alright? Oh, yes. Sorry. What is it? Nothing. I was just giving you the standard update. Shall I put it off till later? No, sorry. But can you start over from the beginning? I'll pay attention this time. Understood. Good morning, you two. What's wrong, Ike? You look so sleepy. I've had a lot on my mind. I meant to sleep last night, but I was up thinking. Before I knew it, it was morning. Really? I never thought I'd hear that. Ike didn't sleep because he was thinking. I wonder if Soren will start being polite. Listen, Titania, can I just... Brother, Ike! What's wrong, Mist? What am I gonna do, Ike? My medallion's gone. What? It's gone? No! What am I gonna do? It was my only memento of Mother. Did you drop it? Or put it somewhere and forget? Something like that? No, I always carry it with me. I would never lose it. I had it before I went to bed last night. It vanished while I was sleeping. It's crying noises. Don't cry. It's not your fault. But, I said don't cry. I'll find it, alright? Oh, right. Sorry. Uh-oh. Intrigue. Are you serious? You are to begin immediately. Yet, that's General Petrine. If we do this thing, Dane will suffer. It's for the good of the country. Besides, it's only one territory. Stop mewling like an old woman. I hear you, and yet, if the goal is merely to stop the Crimean army, this is not necessary. The strength of my troops will suffice to... The last idiot who told me that ended up on a corpse pile. Now listen to me, and listen well. No matter how passionate you are when you tell me you'll defeat Crimea, I'll never pin my hopes on a bunch of foreigners. All you have to do is stop their forward progress. That's all. My plan will accomplish this. General Petrine, do you truly think so little of us? It's true that we were born in Begnion and not Dane, but my men and I have been loyal to this country for 18 years. We have spared no effort to learn all the proper manners and customs of this land. But now, after all of that, to be dismissed as a bunch of foreigners? No one asked how long you lived here. Want to know why? Because no one cares. Certainly not me. Where were you born, huh? Where were you raised? Ha! This country doesn't need squatters like you. The only people Dane can count on in times of crisis are Danes themselves. Everyone else is just gutter leavings. How utterly exclusionary and horrible of her. So, we're useless. Is that what you're saying? You tell me, migrant. Why is it that your unit, which was trained to be an elite royal guard, is here patrolling this hick-infested backwater? The answer is clear to me. How about you? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I offending you? Well, here's your chance to show us your worth. Halt Crimea's advance. If you are as skilled as you claim, you should be able to limit the damage to its bare minimum, should you not? Angry is a good look for you. I look forward to seeing the results of your work. Get going, Outlander. General Saharam, Must we truly go through with this? It's such a horrific act. It's only recently that the citizens hereabouts have even come to trust us. We have no choice but to obey. It's as the woman says. The only thing we can do is ensure the Crimean army is defeated as soon as possible. General, open the floodgates. Do it now! Bum bum bum. Ike, just a bit more. Would you mind hearing my report on our last battle? Yeah, of course. Woohoo! We got 81,000 gold. So now we are rolling in the gold. Now we have tons of money, which is great. So, this info conversation is really important because we get a new unit. Yoo-hoo! You there, young man. I have business with the general of this army. Would you convey a message? Who are you? Who am I? What kind of low-born greeting is that? My name is Khalil, and I am a first-class mage. And what would a first-class mage want with this army? What's your problem? You look as if you don't believe me. Well, I suppose I can't hold that against you. It's not often you find beauty like this coupled with intelligence like mine, but it's true nonetheless. A mage, huh? Well, I guess you can never have too many mages lying around. Oh, and as a bonus, I'm quite skilled with a knife as well. Beauty, bronze, brains, and brawn. The goddess has seen fit to put the abilities of 3 people into one delectable package. Sounds like favoritism, doesn't it? Hello? Are you listening to me? There's a beautiful woman talking. Yeah, the point is that you want to join the Crimean army, right? How much are you planning to charge? Well, aren't you the little businessman? Let's see. How does free sound? Suspicious. What's the catch? I like my fees to be based on performance. Watch how I do in combat and make me an offer. Depending on what it is, I'll decide whether or not to grace you with my assistance. You're not lacking for confidence, are you? Of course not. I already told you. I'm a first-class mage. So now you can choose to hire or not hire, aka if you want Khalil in your army or not. I always just say hire, because like there's no reason not to. Alright, you're in. What? Are you allowed to make decisions like that on your own? Perhaps I should speak to the general. I am the general. What? So yeah, this is Khalil. She is a sage, so she's a promoted mage. She comes with really good weapon ranks. She has B in fire, wind, and thunder, which is really good. Unfortunately, unlike Soren, who we chose to have staves, Khalil comes with knives. So that is incredibly so much less useful than staves. So she's like pretty good. The saddest part is that she uses knives, so she can't heal people. But if like all of your mages have turned out horrible, Khalil can be a good backup. We're not going to use her though, because our mages have not turned out horrible. So we're not going to use Janaf anymore. Besides that, I'll give Oscar a hand axe here. And then Astrid can have her stuff. We got the Night Ring. We're going to leave it on Rayson because it's really helpful to have him move away after doing things. Probably trade the full guard back to Marcia here. Oh. Folk doesn't need the mend. He also did promote, so that's really good. I wonder if we have better knives. Nope. I could buy him a better knife, maybe. Nope. Well, that's okay. Boyd is looking fine. Soren's looking fine. Ike probably doesn't need that, and he could equip this. And we'll give him a Volinary. I always like to have my units. I always like having Volinaries on my units because then they can always heal just in case they need to. In terms of bonus experience, we'll give Kieran a level, give Nefni a level, Soren a level, Jill will get a level. Besides that, I think we're good. Alright, so now we'll do the bonus experience portion. And as such, I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, I gave a level to Kieran. He got some skill and speed, so that was good. And Soren got some speed, which is exactly what I wanted. Nefni got some strength and skill, I believe, which is what I wanted. Jill got an amazing level up. She got strength, skill, speed, defense, and resistance, plus HP, so amazing level up as well. So yeah. Besides that, I think in terms of skills, we do have a lot of skills to give people. So, this is her mastery skill, is what they're called. So, Luna is less good, in my opinion. In terms of skills, I mean, you can kind of just use whatever skills work for you. I do want to point out again that if you remove a skill, it's gone forever. So, just be aware of that. So, like, Soren, I think is fine. He doesn't really, I mean, like, Miracle might be nice, but it's not super necessary. So Ike's kind of an interesting case. Ike's skill Aether triggers both Soul and Luna consecutively. So it means he does 2 attacks at once. The first attack heals him, and then the second attack does Luna, which reduces enemy defense by half. It's actually pretty good. The problem is, there's a special fight that Ike does alone near the end of the game. And in order to have the highest chance of beating that fight, it seems that the highest chance of winning that fight comes by using the Wrath skill. And then, in the final boss battle of the game, you can combine Wrath with another skill called Resolve, and Ike really does well with that. And so we're going to use Wrath for Ike. The other thing that I wanted to do was give someone Adept. So Soren has Adept, right? Zyhark also has Adept, which is pretty good. But basically what Adept does is that it gives them 1 more attack. And so we could give Adept to anyone, but really what I would say is give it to someone who frequently needs like 1 more attack type of thing. Jill's probably a good option. Marcia could also be a good option. I think what we'll do is go Jill. Could give her Vantage too, and then you'd have like Vantage Adept. And so that's a pretty good combination where Vantage lets them attack first in all fights, and then Adept could make it so that they attack twice. That's really nice. Guard is also a pretty good skill. We'll do this Vantage Adept combo. You could also do Vantage Wrath. That's also a really good combo because you could attack first and then hopefully get a critical hit. I'm going to give Guard to Marcia. So yeah, that's what we'll do there. I think Kieran, the mastery skill I like the most is Soul and then Aether. We're going to give Soul to Kieran. I never use Gamble, and Soul is really helpful. So we'll kind of do that. And I think that's pretty much good. And then outfit, we already checked. Everyone has good weapons. So let's save, and we will move forward to the battle. This battle is actually pretty sad. And the reason is because we'll find out in just a couple moments, actually. My Lord Ike, were you able to find the medallion? No, it's gone. I fear that Dane may have somehow stolen it. What? Is such a thing possible? I don't know to what degree, but there can be no questioning Dane's involvement. Is the medallion special? Yes. Oh, yes. I beg your pardon. What is it? My question may have touched a sensitive area. Oh, no. It's not that I don't want to discuss it with you personally. I just can't really talk about it to anyone. It's a private matter. Ah, I see. Ike. What is it, Wookie? I hear the sound of rushing water just ahead. A lot of it. Rushing water? According to the map, there's a large river up ahead. That must be what you hear. This is unnatural, warped. It is not the sound of a normal river. General Ike, sir, we've got trouble. The road ahead is blocked by water. What? How can that be? Perhaps the local river has flooded. The whole region is soaking wet. Is the road completely impassable? No, sir. We can move forward, but the water's turned the ground to mud. And the water is still flowing at a tremendous rate, sir. This is going to cut back our speed dramatically. This is the work of Dane. They thought to impede our progress in order to gain some time for themselves. And they've succeeded. Blast! Is there nothing we can do? Well, if they were able to flood the road only when we approached, there must be floodgates in the area. So if we can close them, we'll shut off the flow of water, right? That makes sense. Let's get some scouts looking for gates. What's that? Hey, if you're looking for something, leave it to me. I am the Hot King's eyes, after all. What do you mean? These peepers of mine can see for miles and miles. They're quite handy. It would be a shame not to use them. Is that some Lagoo's power? You're a hawk with the eyes of a hawk? It beats your fantastic wit. My eyesight isn't a racial ability, it's just my own natural talent. Heck, my pal Olki has ears that can hear grass growing on the other side of the country. I see. Well then, the job's yours. Do you think you can find the floodgates? I just look for some openings with a lot of water pouring out, right? Yeah, I can handle that. Go Jannath. So helpful. The Crimean army is here! All troops, combat formations, hit them fast and hard. We can't let this battle drag out. So here's our first taste of a lot of Wyvern Riders. So those are the floodgates. If we can get them closed, the water will recede in about 12 hours or so. Alright, let's get going. So, here's our battle. If we look at our clear condition in the top left, we have 15 turns to arrive at this destination. This is General Saharam, who we saw. He's a Wyvern Lord. He has a tomahawk. He also has a full guard. Unfortunately, there's no way to get this full guard, because I would love an extra one. He's, like, not that dangerous. He only has 14 speed. We also have this guy. He has a pretty strong fire magic, but ultimately, with 10 magic, he only has 19 attack. We can steal his men, though, which is nice. More importantly, this guy has a blizzard, which we saw 2 battles ago, right? It's a long-range magic, and so he can hit pretty far. So we have to be careful with that. This guy has a heal staff, and then most importantly, this guy has a physics staff. This is a long-range heal staff, and is super good, so would recommend stealing that. You could also steal this guy's killer bow or steel sword if you want it as well. So there's a good amount of stuff to steal. Something to note, if you're using Lagoose, this guy has a Lagoose there, so that's something important to note. Besides that, this guy has a Mend Staff, so I could have Volk run up and steal that. Which I probably will do, actually. I'll probably have Kieran go left. Boyd will go right. Nephany will go right. And then Jill and Marcia will kind of go up. So I'll have Astrid and Kieran run over here and take out these guys. They're not super strong. And then Volk can run up and steal the Mend. I could have Rayson like dance, use his Gall there for Volk to make him go again, and we could steal the Mend on the first turn. Jill and Marcia could attack these guys, maybe not on turn 1. She moves 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, she could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She can only attack with like a javelin, which is fine. I mean, she could at least do some damage. Maybe I'll switch that, so then Jill could use her hand axe to attack. And then, like, Ike could attack the soldier, Boyd and Nephany could attack there. So that seems good. Unfortunately, I don't get to use Oscar this map. I guess I could bench, like, Reese and use Oscar. Since Soren can heal people. But Soren can't use the physics staff, so I think I'll just have Kieran and Astrid, and I won't use Oscar this map. Well, that's okay. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good, so we always save right before we start the battle, and we are gonna get going. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this. Are you alright? You look rather pale. General Ike. What is it? Is there something you need to talk about? No, it's nothing. If you say so. Uh-huh. If it's too hard, you don't have to be in the vanguard, you know. What? These Dane Wyvern Riders. They're your old companions, aren't they? Yes. Thank you for your concern. You've nothing to prove to us. Father. So, a really sad thing is that this guy, General Saharam, is actually Jill's dad. And so we actually have to defeat Jill's dad. She also has unique dialogue with the soldiers here. Oh, Jill is so close to defeating him. Oh well. Alright, so we'll have Marcia attack this guy. And then I'll have Jill run up and take on this guy here. We'll just use the normal hand axe since she can't kill either way. You traitor! Poor Jill. Oh, nice critical though. Alright, so I need Volk to be able to move here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because he moves 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I move him here, I just gotta make sure Racing stays out of range. So Volk can then get chanted for. We can chant Volk. And now Volk can run up and steal the mend. And Racing can run away. Super nice. And then I can have Astrid run up here. I could have her use the bow and attack this guy. I could also have the hand axe. We'll use the bow though, because she like never uses bows. And then I'll keep her right there so that she can kind of form a wall and block this guy a little bit. Neither of them can attack Racing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade her the hand axe, and then I'll have Kieran use a hand axe and take out this guy. Unnecessary soul, following in Oscar's footsteps, I see. And then what we can do is move Kieran right here, and then that really blocks off this guy. And so now Racing is in complete safety. Ike can move right here and attack this guy, I guess. He doesn't do quite enough damage, but maybe he'll critical or something. If not, we could have someone else finish. And then, like, Boyd could run up here, take on these guys. Nice dodge. And we do have these guys. If Nephany moves right here, she can kind of take on this guy, kill him, and kind of make a shield. So that would be good. See? So now we've kind of shielded. We don't have to worry too much about anyone there. And then we could have Soren run up and take on this guy, kind of finish him off. Proc the Adept, but that was unnecessary. But that's okay. Soren gets a kill, and then we can just move Reese forward and wait. General, how long are the floodgates to remain open? Until the Crimean army has been defeated. Sir, if we wait that long, all of the neighboring farmland will be drowned. The locals are already quite upset. They may not abide this much further. General! Enough, soldier. If you got the time to be belly aching, take your butt out to the battlefield and kill some Crimean soldiers. Captain Hard, do you support this action? This is inhumane. Lives will be ruined. Dane citizens will die. Even if we claim that it's necessary in order to achieve victory, this is too much. This is Dane's way. Are you ready to disobey the king and be put to death for your troubles? I would rather die than kill innocent Dane civilians. If you're executed as a traitor to the throne, your parents and siblings will also pay. Are you still prepared? Now do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Go, fight bravely. Yes, sir! To gain the trust of the king, we've become cruel and heartless. First hunting and executing the Laguz, and now flooding the lands these people call home? General Saharam, if someone hears you use the word Laguz in this country, you'll be branded a traitor. You're right as always. To live in this land where Laguz prejudice is so virulent, we've had to seal away everything we know and teach our children to hate all subhumans. All that just to survive here. It's Ashnard's fault this country has become what it is today. What a terrible miscalculation we made. Even so, I hated the idea of furthering the corruption of the Imperial Senate. I will continue to support your reasons for leaving Begnion. I wonder if Jill has distanced herself from the Crimean forces. I did give her warning. Above all else, I would like to avoid meeting my daughter in combat. I pray that she does not take to the field this day. Knowing her temperament, talking with you would only increase both of your sorrows. I have but one favor to ask of you. Say it, and it will be done. Do not fight today. What? Only one side can win a battle. If we are defeated in the end, I want you to care for the survivors and their families. Yes, sir, Commander Saharam. So these guys are actually pretty fascinating. Basically, what we see here is that they were working for the Imperial Senate. So like the Begnion Pegasus Knights work for the Apostle, basically, and then the Wyvern Knights here, the Draco Knights, they work for the Imperial Senate. And so, as we saw, at the very least, Duke Oliver was corrupt, right? He was buying and selling Ragoos, in particular, racing. And so, what we see here, though, is that it seems that the entire Senate is corrupted. Or at least there's more corruption than what we saw in the Senate. And so that's why these guys actually left Begnion to come to Dane, is because they didn't want to be serving these corrupt senators. Unfortunately for them, they now had to serve evil Dane. And that's why Har was saying that they made a miscalculation. Really sad. Commander, it's been many a long year since you last called me down. May the fortunes of war be with you. Through all that's happened, it's been an honor to serve with you. Bye, Har. So that guy runs away to get healed. That guy physics him, which is fine. Now he's fully healed though, which is a shame. I bet the sword guy is going to attack Volk. So that guy attacked Jill because he can do extra damage to her. Luckily she dodged, so we're okay there. Now those guys are going to attack Volk. Hopefully he's fine. I think he'll be good. He just dodged that attack, which was really good. Nephany got injured, and she doesn't do enough to kill, which is a shame, but we'll have to deal with that. That guy attacks Boyd. Oh, Boyd missed. That's a shame. That guy attacks Marcia. That's fine. Marcia doesn't quite do enough to kill, but she gets the critical, and that's enough to kill. Nice. That's what I like to see. And that guy flies in. He runs away. He attacks Volk. Theoretically... Oh, wow. Perfect damage. Go critical. Nice. That was awesome. Theoretically, Volk has Shade, and so they shouldn't attack him, right? But that's why you can never depend on Shade. So we're going to use a Volinary on Volk. And then we had him move away because I want him to come up here to steal the Physic. We could also steal this guy's weapons. I don't super see the need for that. And then we could have Jill come help over here. So this guy does have a Night Killer, which means he does extra damage. Unfortunately for him, his extra damage is not enough. I could have stolen this heal staff here, but I didn't really care about that. So Astrid does not do enough to take out this Wyvern, which is a shame. So what I could do though is I could have Astrid take out this guy with the bow. And the bow does effective damage against the Wyvern since it's a flying enemy. And then I'll move Astrid right here. And then that way I can move Kieran here. He can use the hand axe to take out this guy. Or, So Kieran actually just beats these guys. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to... So Kieran, and by extension Astrid, just take out these guys. Because they both have similar speed and strength, so I can just assume if Kieran can do it, Astrid can do it. However, he can't defeat this guy with the hand axe. Which means, what I'm going to want to do is, I have two options. I could have Jill come over here and, like, attack this guy. However, she gets an extra damage taken from these guys. So Marcia could come over, because Marcia doesn't take extra damage, and she could attack this guy. So we'll do that. We'll have Marcia attack here. She gets injured, but that's fine. And then we'll bring her back. She now has A lances, awesome. And then Kieran can move here, trade Astrid the hand axe. And so the reason we want to trade Astrid the hand axe is so that then she can attack back against the mages. And then I'm going to have Kieran be right here. And the nice way, the mages are just trapped up in here. They're going to attack Kieran or Astrid, probably Astrid since she has less resistance. and therefore they do a little bit more damage to her. And then we'll be good to go. It's kind of funny, this Sage, who's a promoted mage, actually has worse stats than this mage. So that's a little funny. Anyway, over here, I'd love for Soren to heal up Nefany. I wonder if Reese can like do some damage. Looks like it actually. So we have to be really careful with this Wyvern. I think what I want to do is if Jill could take him out, that would be nice. She could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she could do that. So I don't really want her in range of this killer bow guy. Because he'll have effective damage on her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unfortunately, I can't get her out of range. Unless I do, like I move her here, then move her like here. So that is unfortunate. So let's think about how much damage the killer bow guy could do to her. So when you have effective damage, that means the MT, the might of the weapon, is doubled. So instead of having 9, it would have 18. So 18 plus 12 is 20, or is 30. 18 plus 12 is 30. So that means he would have 30 attack instead of the 21. So that means he would do 7 damage to Jill. That's actually not very much. So we're going to go for it. So we're going to have Jill move here. Use her hand axe to take out this guy. I wanted to take out the Wyvern Rider because that way Wyvern Riders can fly, and so they can often fly past any sort of walls you make, which can be really frustrating. So I'm going to have Ike run up and hopefully kill this guy with a critical. If not, I guess Reese could do it. Alright, so Ike didn't kill him. Boyd could kill this guy. And then Nefany could probably use a javelin to take out this guy. But instead of doing that, I'm just going to use the Iron Lance. So I often like to use like javelins or other things to take out people, so that then my units can move forward and not be falling behind. However, in this case, that's not a big deal because all my units are still right here. So I'm actually going to have Reese take out this guy. Hopefully he doesn't miss. Nice. And the reason I wanted to do that was so that I could use Soren to heal up Nefany. Because again, we're trying to get Soren to C stats so that he can use physics. And then we'll chant for Volk so that he can be nice and close. And then Rayson, because he has the Night Ring, can move after he chants, which is great because then he can keep up over here. We also use the boots on Rayson, and so he's moving a lot further than he used to, which is super good. So yeah, those guys, just like we thought, are going to attack Astrid. That's perfectly fine. She should be able to take him out. Nice critical, very unnecessary. Criticals do 3 times damage, so she very much did not need to do the critical, but that's okay. Skill, speed, luck, resistance, I'll take that. And a weapon level up, great. So now that Bishop, we want to steal his physics staff, so that's really good that he's moving closer to us. I don't really know why he did it, but I will take that. And then that guy's gonna, attack Ike. So the reason he's attacking Ike is because Jill can actually attack back, but Ike can't. So I very much do not mind that, though. And then Ike takes out that guy, that's great. Ike can take out this one, or not. Jill can attack. So she did her Vantage skill there, that we just gave her. Unfortunately, she didn't proc Adept, but that's okay. Because if she had proc Adept, then proc or activated, she would have killed that guy without him being able to attack her. Alright, so we're doing actually really good. Volk could run up and steal this guy's physics staff and the mem staff, which would be awesome. So let's just do that. So Rayson then moves up here. What we're going to do is we're going to actually trade Volk, take out those chant. Now you might think I'm really crazy moving Rayson up so far because he's in danger. But the thing is that if you take out the enemies close by, then he's not in danger anymore. So now we stole the physics staff and 2 men staffs, which is great. This guy actually doesn't even danger Rayson because he only has 16 attack. He's a magic user, so he attacks on resistance. Rayson has 21 resistance, so he does literally 0 damage to Rayson. We could have Nefany just take out this guy though. And now he's not dangerous anymore. And then Ike could use a little bit of healing from Soren. So what I could do is, if I move Ike right here, Soren can just heal him up. And that would be good. Nice. Got hit again, which is... I mean, it doesn't let Soren heal him twice, so it's not that big of a deal. But Soren can run up and heal here. Just trying to get... Nice! Now he's at C staffs. That's perfect. So that's exactly what it wanted. We'll have Joe run up and visit here. You filthy Crimean. That's funny, because Joe is actually not a Crimean. Get out now. There's nothing in this shack that would make you happy. Oh, so you won't leave till you get something, is that it? Here, take this old staff. Now hit the road. You've no need to steal anything else from us. Or will you take my life as well? In that last skirmish, my boy, my only son, you stole his life, curse you. I hope you're satisfied. So we got a rescue staff. This thing's really good. So what it does is it teleports allies who are far away to the person. So for example, if Reese were to use it, I could teleport Jill back to where Reese is. So that can be really nice when, like, we can just heal up Volk. We could heal him up next turn with Soren, actually. So rescue can be really nice if you need it to, like, move someone far away, or if you need it to, like, get someone who's far away back and away from danger. So Marcia could actually take out this archer dude, which seems nice to me. And she could do it... Oh, he does have a longbow. So the longbow lets him attack from 3 spaces away. So 1, 2, 3. So if Marcia moves here, then he would use the longbow, which is fine because then on our next turn, you could have Marcia take him out. So I'll have Astrid take out this priest there. And then Kieran can visit the open house. And we got another level up with Astrid. Paragon is still super good. Skill speed, that's fine. I think she might have just capped out skill right there. Yep. So the green number means that you have the maximum stat. So she has capped skill, which means she's unable to get any more skill. You can't just come barging into people's homes. Here, you can just take that scroll. So we got a smite scroll. So, you know how shove moves a unit 1 space, smite moves them 2 spaces. So it's pretty good. So that guy attacked Marcia because she's the only one in range. Then these guys charge forward. Rayson is healing Volk, so I guess we could have healed him with Reese, gotten some experience, but it doesn't super matter. I bet Nefany could run up and take out these guys. Yep. Nice dodge there. Now I don't have to be like as obsessive about getting Soren healing EXP because he just doesn't need it. Ike could weaken this guy and then someone else could get the kill, or Ike could just get a critical hit and then no one else will get the kill. Very nice, I guess. Unexpected. Just 1 defense. Come on, Ike. That was a horrible look. So I'm just going to move Soren forward. In terms of stealing stuff, we could still steal this guy's mend, this guy's heal. We could also steal this guy's Elwyn, but we're good. We could also steal this guy's bow, but I don't really care to do that. So we'll just attack there. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have Marcia take out this guy next turn. And so what I want to do is I want to move here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll just move her there. And then Kieran and Astrid could start coming back this way. And then I could make someone move again, so I can make that Soren move again. I don't have a ton to steal anymore. So we're going to move Boyd up there, and then we'll move Jill up here, kind of making a wall there. See how there's like a tree there and a tree there. That's blocked off these guys now. I could actually make Boyd move again, but that's not super helpful right now. So I'm going to make Soren move again. The reason I picked Soren is so that Soren can be nice up and close next to Boyd and Jill, just in case they get injured. Plus, since Soren is magical, he does extra damage against Armor Knights, which is nice. Not extra damage, like he's not effective against Armor Knights, but Armor Knights generally have lower resistance, and so Soren will be more equipped to do more damage. So that guy attacked Marcia, that's fine. And then that guy ran up and attacked Jill. She activated Vantage, as she always does, and he did no damage to her. That's perfectly fine. I wonder if the other guy, yep, he'll attack her. The reason they're attacking Jill is because she can't kill, but she just activated Adept, and so that means she does defeat this guy. Oh, she activated Adept again. If only one of those activations happened on the last guy, huh? So we got some reinforcements in here. That's perfectly fine. Racing transformed! Yay! So that means Racing can dance for 4 people instead of just 1. So that's good. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can have Marcia or Jill run up here and take out this guy. Oh, she activated Adept again. And then she gets level up. Hopefully she gets a good one. 1 resistance, not a great level up. And then she can move here. And then what I could do is I could move, like, I can move Soren here and take out this guy. I could do that. I could also have Ike take him out. I think we'll have Soren take him out. That way Soren can just take him out and get some experience. Good. And then what we could do is we could have Racing make it so Boyd, Jill, Ike, and Neffany can move again. So if we move Neffany there, move Ike here, we're in this perfect little 4 formation, then Racing uses his chant and makes all 4 of them move again, which is awesome. And then he can even move forward, and we're good to go there. So we'll have Ike just charge forward, Neffany charge forward, I'll have Boyd just charge forward, equip the hand axe, and then Joe could take out this guy here. Alternatively, we could take out that guy, but I guess we could steal his men, so maybe we won't take him out. Marcia could use some healing, but she's honestly fine. So we'll just have Jill take out this guy here. Adept, so that means she attacks twice without him attacking. Nice. Looks like Adept on Jill was a good choice. And then hopefully Marcia could take out this guy. Ooh, so close. So now we have to be careful because this guy could attack Racing. However, since Racing's transformed, he does have better stats. So as long as only that guy could attack Racing, we'd be fine. However, more than one guy can attack Racing. We may have been a little overzealous in how far up we moved Racing. So now what we're going to have to do then, in order to protect Racing, is we're going to rescue him. So rescue, I don't know if I've ever actually explained this. Rescue lets one unit carry another unit. And so what it does is that, like now Marcia rescued Racing, and then we're going to just have her move back. What it does is it halves your skill and speed. So now Marcia has half skill and half speed. So it makes her a lot more vulnerable. But now people can't attack Racing, they can only attack Marcia. So it can be helpful when you're in a pinch like that. So there's another knight there. I'll just have Soren take him out. Activated Adept, but doesn't need the extra attack, so we're good there. Nice, now we see fire. That's great. So I'm actually going to have Volk run up and steal this guy's men, just like we wanted. I'm going to have... Unfortunately, no one can reach these guys, so I'm going to hopefully have Jill take him out. Yeah, Jill could take him out. Lady Jill, is that you? What are you doing with the Crimeans? I'm sorry. I've chosen the path that's right for me. Ha! You would betray your own father? Sorry, dude. Activated Adept, but didn't need it. So now we can move Jill here. So we could have Nephany, see if she could take out one of these guys. Oh, she can? That's great. Alright, so I'm going to have Ike take out this mage. So I'm seeing how much damage he could do against Saharam. It looks like he's fine. Saharam can't do very much damage to him and has a very low hit percentage. So I'm going to have Ike take out this mage. And the reason being is because that mage could do a lot of damage to Volk. Because Volk doesn't have very good resistance. And so I didn't want that to happen. And then Nephany can move where Ike was and take out this guy due to her forged javelin. Very helpful. And then Boyd could move here and take out this guy. Nice critical. Get some speed. Yay, speed! Alright, and then Kieran and Astrid are kind of useless right now. Now that Rayson is safe, because there's no more units to attack him, I'm just going to have Marcia drop him. And then she'll just be right here. And then we can have Reese move forward. He could physic someone, but they don't really need physicking. And then Astrid and Kieran can just kind of stay there, because there's not enough time for them to catch back up. That guy did no damage to Marcia, because she has a good amount of resistance. And then she just one-shot. Easy. And then this guy attacks Ike. Neither of us desires a drawn-out battle. Come, hold nothing back. Nice dodge there from Ike. Ike does a solid 18 damage. Now, I could give the kill to Ike, but I think I'll give it to someone else. Like, I could give it to Soren, but Soren's at 81 experience. So I think I could give it to Boyd. Yeah, Boyd could do great. So what I'll do is I'll have Ike attack again. And that way Ike gets a little bit more experience, and then Boyd could finish him off. I could even have Ike attack again with the Iron Sword. So since Ike got such a bad level up, he only got 1 defense. I wanted to give him another bonus experience level up so that hopefully, he can be guaranteed to get better stats. So with the Iron Sword, he only does 6 times 2, so we'll just have him attack again. Oh no! And he criticaled. Unfortunate. Well, there was a chance that would happen. Hopefully he gets a good level up. Ooh, that was better. Better than 1 defense. And there we go. We've pretty much won here. So now we'll wait. Oh, there are some enemy reinforcements there. So we could go take them out, but they're too far away, so we're just gonna arrive and finish the map. General Ike, sir, the floodgates have been closed. Soren, what's the damage to the surrounding area? It's terrible. All of the fields and homes have been completely destroyed. I see. I don't think this is what the enemy general wanted either. So why did this have to happen? It's heartless. What will happen to those who've lost their homes? Can we do anything to help them? You want to aid the people of our enemy? That is time and energy we cannot afford. Soren, take a portion of our supplies and distribute it among the locals. What? Are you serious? Our opponent is the Dane army. We've no quarrel with these people. I know you feel for these people, but this is war. We don't have... I don't know what it will accomplish, Shorin, but moving on without lifting a finger is something I cannot do. I understand. I'd rather regret something I had done than regret taking no action at all. I would like to help too. Perhaps I can aid the injured. Idiocy. Oh, Soren and his bluntness. Oh, father. Joe, no matter the reasons, I'm the one who took your father from you. I can't use this war as an excuse. If you want revenge on me for your father, I understand. You have that right. Once you've had some time to think things through, let me know what you will do. I'd like to have you stay with us, but it's really up to you. That's all I had to say. Poor Jill. Crying sounds. 1, 2, 3, 5 in all. We're lucky to have that many. Captain Har, what are we supposed to do now? General Saharim is dead, and our homes are gone. What are we to do with our families? What do you want to do? We've lost any right we had to stay here, so that leaves Begnion or Crimea. General Saharim was slain by Crimea. Joining with them now is not possible. And all you can do is return to Begnion. I doubt you'll get a hero's welcome, but I have an old friend in the Pegasus Knights. Shall I contact her? 18 long years. What does any of it mean now? Don't say that. No matter what, I'm proud to have served under General Saharim. You're right. It was an honor. Poor, poor soldiers. What a shame. The Dane Castle. Well, that's that. We've gained some time by flooding the river, but it won't hold them for long. I knew that foreign cur was useless. It looks like the decisive battle will be fought near the capital. Preparations are complete, General Petrine. In order to ease command for you, Sir Brian will serve as your deputy. Regarding strategy, it would be easiest if you spoke with him directly. Sorry to tell you this, Anna, but I'm not the one who will be directing our forces in the capital. Will it be the Black Knight then? The plans must be adjusted slightly. I'll select someone else to act as deputy. No, not him either. His Majesty wishes you to direct the defenses, Anna. Me? I am to take command of the army? That's right. You're moving up in the world, General Anna. It's too much for me. I must confirm this with the king. Ha! What a rare sight this is. I've never seen you so flustered. Listen, if you wish to meet His Majesty, you must fulfill your duties. He's ordered that there be no communications until that time. I'm a bit late. Well, if it isn't the big Black Knight, it's been such a long time. You're always so very busy, aren't you? Here one day, there the next. Your secret maneuvers are... They're proof of the trust His Majesty has placed in me. Anna, go to the east gate. You have a visitor. Very well. Is it the worm? Did he bring it with him? It appears so. He insists that he give it directly over to Anna, though. As long as it is ours, it makes no difference. When Anna returns, you will be the one to take it directly to the king. Show care that it is not unwrapped on the way there. That could be unfortunate. I don't need to be told that. More importantly, what will you do now? Me? I will. And nothing more important was said. Anna, have you been well? Where is Laron's medallion? Right here. Take it, please. It feels so heavy, and it's not all the wrapping either. Could this be the chaotic energy of an evil god? So you can now return to King Ashnard's side, can you not? No, not yet. What do you mean? I've been entrusted with the defense of the capital. I must face the Crimean army. No! Thank you. You've done so much for me. But now it's enough. Please, reclaim your freedom. There's no need for you to follow Dane's orders any longer. And you? Do you mean to die? No, I cannot retreat. Even if I have to slaughter the entire Crimean army, I will return to him. Yet he thinks nothing of you. That matters not. The only place I belong is at his side. I will most likely never see you again. I will pray for your eternal happiness. Anna, wait! Forget about me. That is my final request. Farewell, monsieur. Anna. And now we see who the traitor is. Such a shame. Unfortunately, Ike and company do not know who it is. And so, the trust is still misplaced. And there we go. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.